Ultra cyclists take on both 200 and 400 mile courses with significant climbing today on the Ultra Race Report. Well, hello race fans and welcome to Ultra Racing Network's coverage of the RAAM Challenge Oceanside. We're here in Southern California where racers are taking on both a 200-mile and a 400-mile course. The 400-mile course qualifies them to race in RAAM. So why don't we just cut to the video and check it out. Race registration and inspection took place at Mance Buchanan Park in Oceanside, California for this event. The RAAM Challenge Series races are events held across the country. They are designed to both prepare and qualify cyclists to compete in the race across America.
The important thing is really you learn that it's a great training ground for the crew, the rider, to know what RAAM is really all about and the challenges you're going to face when you're actually competing in RAAM. Well, the SoCal RAAM Challenge is it's the hardest of all the qualifiers that we have, and the most important thing is it takes place on the actual RAAM route.
There are two distances, 200 miles and 400 miles. The 200-mile route starts in Oceanside, has some significant climbs, and then returns. It's a great introduction to ultra distances.
I just want to try to see if I can do it by 10 p.m. That's it. That's my expectation, see if I can. I've done the whole ride in pieces, like 80-mile pieces, and so now I had to string it all together at one time. So we'll see how it goes.
The 400-mile route actually follows much of the RAAM course, with an additional loop around the Salton Sea. Riders take on this distance to both qualify for RAAM and prepare themselves and their crew for this year's race.
Tomorrow is just going to be a fun training day for us. We're just going out there, testing out some of the equipment.
For rider 404, Andre Kajlich, the challenge is even greater as he is attempting to qualify for RAAM using a hand cycle.
So he's a hand cycle, and it's, I guess, a kneeler style. There's a couple styles of hand cycle. So I have pretty good mobility and, good core control. So this one, you're in a more forward, powerful position. It's good for climbing. Not quite as good on the flats and in the wind as these really recumbent hand cycles. But yeah, most of the components are just like a bike.
Early in the morning, Saturday, May 2nd, officials line up support vehicles and racers according to their departure time for the 5 a.m. start. With the support vehicles in place, racers line up at the starting line. Some take this time to chat with fellow racers, while others prepare for the ride ahead. Racers leave at 1-minute intervals, with the 200-mile division leaving first. Then the 400-mile division took off, including two RAAM veterans, Adam Bickett and Shauna Hogan, in the solo division, who will be using this opportunity as a training for RAAM for both themselves and their crew. The 200-mile route starts with some killer climbs as it winds its way up hills like Sleeping Indian and the Deleuze-Muriot Road. Rider 264, Sylvia Mass, was staying strong as she was just getting warmed up. Racers can expect to climb around 2,000 feet before they reach Time Station 1 at the 38.6-mile mark in Temecula. Leading the way into this time station was rider 273, Robert Loveridge. And once riders arrive at the time station, they need to call in their times to race headquarters. As riders continue through Time Station 1, some take this opportunity to make some quick changes and fuel up a bit. Other riders just came blasting through. Rider 268, William Tinney, and his crew are Marines, riding for Team Semper Fi. His crew was on task as they fueled their rider and went over upcoming navigation. The 200-mile route continues past Lake Henshaw and then sends the riders back to Oceanside, where the 200-mile riders will have until the 10 p.m. cutoff time to finish their ride. So there you go, folks. The 200-mile racers have been climbing all morning long. Now, keep checking back with us because in our next episode, we're going to go look at the 400-mile racers who are actually following the RAAM course. So until then, I'm Jarek Wilhelmsen, and we'll see you out there. For the most up-to-date stats and other RAAM challenges across the country, check out the RAAMchallenge.com website. Keep checking back for more coverage on ultraracingnetwork.com. You can also find us on the Facebook and the Twitter.